What's the status of the funding for the World Health Organization?
We're going to be talking about that very soon. I'm getting a full report. I'm not happy with the World Health Organization. Not happy with the World Trade Organization either. We've been ripped off by everybody. This country, for so many years, has been ripped off by everybody, whether it's a World Health or World Trade. They're like, I call them the Bobbsey twins. They look at our country. For years and years, we had people that did nothing about it. We're doing a lot about it. So we'll have a report, and we're also talking about the World Trade Organization. But we've made a lot of progress there. We're now winning cases for the first time because they know I'll leave if we don't get treated fairly. This country, our country, was at a point where we rarely, if ever, won the lawsuits within the World Trade Organization. But now we're winning a lot of them because they know I'm not playing games. We will pull out if we have to. We just won a $7 billion lawsuit, which was very nice.
Do you expect a decision this week on cutting funding for the WHO?
Yeah, I would say by the end of the week I'm going to make a decision on that. Yeah. Right now there's a lot of things happening.
On China, why are there no consequences for China for the misinformation
How do you know
that they
there are no
shared?
consequences?
We've been asked, and it
How do you
appeared
know
that
there are no
were not.
consequences?
What are the consequences, Mr. President,
I
for the
wouldn't tell you.
misinformation?
China will find out.
But
Why would I
people-
tell you?
People are concerned that they stonewall.
No, you
that
started
they
off by
gave
saying, why are there no
misinformation.
consequences?
You've been asked this a few times, so follow up on your response. Why are there no
How do
consequences
you
for
know
China?
there are no
Because we
consequences?
asked you,
You're
and
going to
you've
find
said-
out.
you've said
I
that
wouldn't
did
tell
not
you.
have
You'd probably be the last person on earth I'd tell.
There will
Go
be
ahead.
consequences.
Yeah, please.
Mr. President, actually, this is a question for Mr. Vice President. Do you agree with the President's statement and his understanding of federalism that his power is total, right, in the way that he described it? Is there anything you'd like to add or any context you'd like to add to the way he was discussing that?
I support the President's leadership under the National Emergency Declaration that he signed. We're standing before you today, the first time in American history, when all 50 states have issued emergency declarations, and the territories. This is an unprecedented time in the life of the nation. And fortunately, as presidents reflected, and our health experts will continue to reflect, because the American people have heeded the president's coronavirus guidelines for America, because state governors have taken those and implemented them, even in states where there was not a significant outbreak, and implemented additional measures as we've provided them with data about cases and best practices. We're making real progress as a country.
It sounds like you
But
think
make
his
no
powers are a
mistake
little bit
about
more
it.
circumscribed than total.
Well, make no mistake about it. In the long history of this country, the authority of the President of the United States during national emergencies is unquestionably plenary. You can look back through times of war and other national emergencies. And as the President said, we'll happily brief that. But in the days ahead, what the President has charged us to do is to work with our health experts. We're going to bring together an extraordinary group of American business leaders to counsel the President. And then working with the CDC, we're going to produce new guidelines based upon the data for every state and territory in this nation. We're going to give them guidance, and as the President's indicated, we'll continue to respect the leadership and partnership that we forge with every governor in America. But this is an unprecedented time. But I have to tell you, when you look at the fact, despite the heartbreaking loss of more than 22,000 Americans, when you look at the fact of what the health experts told us this could be, I think I only can feel a sense of gratitude to the American people, gratitude to the extraordinary team that has counseled this president, the steps that President Trump has taken, the policies that governors have implemented all across America. I mean, we were discussing today at the task force that when you look at the European Union as a whole, they have nearly 3 times the mortality rate that the United States of America has today. And that is a tribute to our extraordinary healthcare workers, their dedication, their tireless work. But it's also a tribute to the fact that the American people put into practice the mitigation efforts that the President counseled the nation to do on the advice of our best scientists now more than a month ago. And our hospitals were not overwhelmed, and are not overwhelmed at this hour. And I have to tell you, standing here today, I couldn't be more proud to stand alongside this president and to be a part of this team that has served the American people during this challenging hour. And I just say to you, to every American looking on, as we see the numbers leveling and maybe even beginning to go down, I just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, because of the sacrifices that Americans and American families have made through these mitigation efforts. You're saving lives and you're seeing our nation through this
Go
time.
ahead, Jennifer.
Sir,